Hey guys, you're with Mad Starcraft and Third Dilemma, and here we have the second game of the second best of three between Gosu DDE and Lobber. In the first game, Lobber went Mass, Chargelet, Archon, and absolutely crushed DDE, so we're on Shattered Temple. Let's see how DDE gets back into this series.
As we said, it is a best of three. We will not spoil the results, so we can watch in anticipation. Heck yeah! We don't even know how it ends, to be honest. So, because neither of us have watched the games. I haven't watched the games. Have you watched the games?
I have not. This is completely new for me.
Okay, good, good. Yeah, as we saw last games, so many charge lots. There were, I think, two control groups worth of charge lots. That is, let's see, 24 plus 24, it's 48-ish charge lots. And honestly, zealots are so hard to deal with it when you have only bio because the Marines are what do the DPS, and then Marauders just slow down the army and take a lot of damage. But when there's nothing but zealots and high Templars, you just get rolled.
I actually think it came down to the storms. The storms did better. That's usually how a PvT is lost or won, between storms and EMPs. If the storms go off before the EMPs goes down, the Protoss is usually gonna win. If the EMPs go down and knock off the High Templars, the Bio's gonna do fine. So with all those, one, it was a bad positioning from DDE. He came up a ramp, his units were clumped up, and they got absolutely destroyed by the storm. And then the force fields went down, which cut his army in half even more. So it was just very bad positioning for DDE, and I think that's what cost him the game.
Yeah, and as we have said before, Lobber is not someone to scoff at. He's very good. He knows what he's doing. He's played several. I'm not gonna doubt it. I bet he's done several hundred games. And by the way, oh, never mind. I was gonna say DDE is holding SCVs, but he's not. I was just kidding. Caught you guys. And SCV looking for where Lobber is at. Probe knows where DDE is at, and it's one more thing. Close air positions. That's a big thing on this map. Is close air positions. The drops are so viable on this map, and DT rushes. Oh, they're brutal on this map because you get one warp prism, put them in the enemy's base, and before you know it, there's DTs in your mineral line. It's awful.
Exactly. We'll actually have DDE going for a 1 Rax FE Shadow Temple again, similar to MLG Daybreak, our last map. It's very easy to take a natural expansion, throw down a couple bunkers, and you will be safe. So DDE going for the 1 Rax FE, throwing down the refinery as well. And the Protoss, Lobber likes to play pretty standard. This is about as standard as it gets for a Protoss player.
Yep. Conan boosting out the warp gate technology. First stalker coming out. I have no doubt in my mind that stalker is going to head directly towards DDE's base to see what's going on. Try to pick off a few stalkers, and FE going down for Lobber.
Yeah, this is a 1 gate FE. This is pretty much, these builds are almost mimicking each other, just a little later for the Protoss. 1 Rax FE, throwing down or 2 Raxes after that. Then Protoss went 1 gate FE, 2 gateways after that, so these are pretty similar builds, both players having the same idea in mind here.
I totally called it with this stalker. Directly towards the Terran's base. I am so good at calling this. He's trying to. Oh, is he gonna pick off a? Is he gonna pick off a Marine and make my dream even more true? Oh,
micro,
so close.
Oh, good micro by DDE to save that Marine.
Yep. Bunker going down. Very standard. You have to have a bunker if you want to hold off a 4 gate. However, I have a feeling that DDE knows that Lobber's fast expanding. Only because I have a feeling they've played with each other before. It almost feels like, I don't know, they're reading each other very comfortably. They're they're cutting corners. They're doing things without really scouting too much. Yeah, see the exact same build as last game from Lobber. 3 gate.
Yeah, Lobber's doing the exact same thing. 3 gate, expand with a little stalker poke. And all the SCVs come down. Might not have just in time to have to repair that bunker. And here comes some SCVs to repair. It's going to be held off.
There's
DDE.
5 barracks for DDE, and he's holding SCVs again. I don't know if he's doing that on purpose. He's also not dropping a mule right now. Okay, there he goes down the mule. He's holding SCVs though. Do you have any idea why he'd do this?
I think he's just dealing with the pressure. A little bit weird to see such a good high caliber player like DDE doing that, but not too big of a deal. He's actually probably going for a really early gateway. So he's going for probably a really strong 2-base pressure. Maybe going for some fast upgrades. This looks to me like Thorzane's fast 2-2. This is a TVP strategy that was used by Thorzane in TSL3 to win him that prize. And this reminds me very much of it. We're probably going to see, if this is in fact Thorzane's fast 2-2, two engineering bays go down and the massive upgrades, and DDE might hit a timing with the 2-2 upgrades if he's going for Thorzane's fast 2-2.
Twilight Council going down. I expect the charge to be researched very shortly. He does have a very high stalker count, so maybe he'll go for a blink instead, because blink is very good at getting away from bio. You can just easily blink away, and then you're far enough away that the concussive shells can't reach you, and he'd either A, have to stim to catch up to you, or B, just fall back.
Well, I'm actually really confused because this is quite far along in this game now, and Lobber has yet to take his second gas. He's only on one gas right now, and in fact, it is going to be charge being researched. So, actually, now this makes sense. If he was going blink and stalkers, he would have needed that second gas, but because he's not, he's going to have a lot of minerals, and he's just going to be producing those
Zealots. Yep.
Yeah, zealots, and charge is going to research. And DDE doing a little poking here. I don't think he has enough. Actually, with the zealots not having leg speed yet, he should be able to kite them and be okay. He has concussor shells and stim, so kiting is going to be really, really easy for DDE right now, but can he take advantage? I'm not sure. This Protoss army looks pretty big.
He's only got about 60 seconds to make up his mind whether he's going to push or not, because as soon as that charge gets researched, this bio army is going to fall apart. The engagement's going to go down. Here comes the stim. He's focus firing the zealots. He's ripping apart all these zealots.
Oh my god, that's so much DPS in the Marines without any charge.
Another stim going down. He's going to clean up all 4 of these stalkers very easily. Charge is 20 seconds away from being researched. Give me 10 seconds for charge next time. And there goes the GG.
GG for Lobber. Very good timing hit by DDE. This, like you said before, just shows how familiar both players are with each other. DDE knowing the charge timing, the 3-gate expo with the stocking pressure into that zealot charge timing that Lobber was going for. So very, very well. It's a very good read by DDE, and he just reacted to it perfectly, controlled his units very well, and just won the game.
I think that was probably one of the most standard games that you can see in TVP. Yeah. Very early stim push, very early stim push. They both expanded. He just knew his timings. That is one huge difference that you see in low-level to high-level games, is that they just know their timing so well. I mean, if you ask the audience, how many of you guys know exactly when a 3-gate expansion charge timing, like, it just takes practice. It's just one of those things that take practice, and DDE surely has that practice.
Yep, so that ties up the series between Lobber and DDE. Lobber at 1 and DDE is at 1 at well. So we will be going to game 3. But before we do, why don't we do a little self-advertising?
Okay, but let's not do as much this time. Let's just try to get to the third game super fast. Does that sound good?
Sounds excellent. I'm so excited for that third game. But before you head over there, go follow us on Twitter. I'm at Dangam24. He's at Third Dilemma. Go check out our YouTube channels, youtube.com/MadStarcraft and youtube.com/lolcats26. And please send in all your replays. I don't care if you're in bronze. Send in your replays to madstarcraft@gmail.com and or lolcats26@hotmail.com.
And that's all. Thanks. Bye.